to work with the conditionals. We're going to see the four different conditionals we have in English. What is the use and what is the structure? In this case, well, I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to show you some slides in which you are going to use see the structure, the usage, and so on. Okay. And in this case, well, as I told you, the first thing we are going to do is to call out your names. So please pay attention and remember, if you don't have like the possibility to answer with your microphone, maybe try to say to other classmate to answer for you. And in this case, it's going to be like just in order to get your attendance and to know that you're here, right? So that's why you're going to do. Remember, so if you are not here, please try to. Well, in this case, if you're not able to answer it, please tell to your classmates to answer for you, just in order to let me know that you're in here. And okay, not. So let's start with this thinking here. Okay, so let me check. Okay, I think we're going to wait just a little bit for this. Okay, class. So what meanwhile this works out or works, I need to know if was it difficult for you to understand the use of the first conditional. Was it difficult or easy for you? Who can remind me? Who can remind me the use of the first conditional? Class, you can class.
Monday, teacher.
Who can reminds me the use of the first conditional? What for we use the first conditional?
Se usa para hablar de situaciones que ocurrirán si se da una condición en particular.
Mm, okay, so we're going to talk about real situations and their possible results in the future. Good. Okay, so let's start with this. Kevin?
También lo
Okay.
ocupamos para hablar de cosas que creemos que es muy probable que ocurran en el futuro.
Yes. Good. Okay, thanks. Erika?
Present.
Is Erika here? Okay,
Here.
thank you. Andy?
Present.
Sandra? Mm, Anais?
Present.
Thanks. Daniela?
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Um, Yatsiri? Is Yatsiri in here? Okay. Marta?
Present.
Present,
Diana?
teacher. Present, teacher.
Sheila? Thanks. Dulce?
Present.
Alma? Is Alma in here? Okay, Arturo? Arturo? Ruby?
Present.
Víctor?
Present.
Genetzi?
Present.
Mónica? Is Mónica in here? Jessica?
Present.
Denise? Is Denise in here? Axel?
Present.
Víctor?
Present.
Diana?
Present.
Iris?
Present, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Okay, guys, so let's continue with the class. As I was telling you, we're going to work with the conditionals. So, well, so let's start with this point that it's going to be like the most, well, it's good for you to know all of them. As I was telling you, the zero conditional, okay? So we have four different conditionals in English. Zero conditional, first conditional, that is the one we saw last class, second conditional, and third conditional. So in this class, I'm going to explain you what for we use all of them, when we're going to use them, and what is the structure of them, okay? So I'm going to share you the slides with information in here, and I'm going to explain you. If you have any question, please let me know, just in order for me to go back or to stop and explain it in a clearer way, okay? So please, class, so as I was telling you, if you have any question related to the topic or something I said and you don't get, ask me in order to clarify all your questions or your doubts, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so let's start with this. The first one, or well, the most well, yes, in this case, the first one is the zero conditional. In this case, for the zero conditional, we have a structure which is if plus present simple plus present simple. Okay. In this case, we're going to use it to talk about things that are always true, like a scientific fact. So in this case, we're going to say like we're going to talk about facts, something that it's not going to change. Okay. So for example, in the examples in here, we have two of them. In the first example says, if you freeze water, it turns into ice. Okay. If you freeze water, it turns into ice. So we're going to talk about everything that it's like true. We do something, we have a result, and the result is not going to change. Okay. So the result is always be the same. In this case, if you freeze water, it turns into ice. Si congelas agua, se vuelve hielo. At the same time, we have other example in here. If you heat water at 100 degrees, it boils. It's again something that it's true. If you heat water, it boils. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. If we just perform or do something, and what is the result of doing something? Like if that's why we're going to talk about things that are always true. And in this case, facts. Okay. For example, I can say if you run fast, you get tired. Yes, if you run fast, you get tired. Si corres rápido, te cansas. Yes? Class, is this part clear?
Es como el anterior, ¿no, profe? Para obtener un resultado.
Yes, but for example, with the zero conditional, okay, all of these are going to talk about results. But in this case, for example, with the zero conditional, the result is always the same, or you already know what is going to happen. Yes. For example, with the first conditional, you're going to talk a real situation or a situation in the present, and you're going to talk a possible result that you just expect to happen, but you're not sure if that is going to happen in the way you want to. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
In this case, with the zero conditional, we're going to talk about these things like, okay, as you have in here, if you freeze water, it turns into ice. Because it's a fact. We all already know that if we freeze water, we're going to get ice, or it turns into ice. Okay. Entonces vamos a hablar de hechos, chicos. O sea, hacemos algo, sabemos cuál va a ser el resultado. ¿Vale? Porque es un hecho. Entonces, lo que les decía en el ejemplo, if you freeze water, it turns into ice. Si congelas agua, se vuelve hielo. Right?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
So in this case, remember the structure. We're going to use if plus the class or the result class in simple present. And yes. So in this case, we're going to use simple present in both sentences. So for example, in the first conditional, we use simple present and simple future, right? In this case, we're going to talk about simple present plus simple present. So have you copied this? Have you copied examples or the structure of this? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So Can I move to the other slide? Can I exchange this live? Class? Okay, so let's go with the following then. This is the first conditional. Again, we have structure, usage, and example. And that's what we're going to have in here. The structure, we use if. Remember, the condition or the situational clause is going to be in simple present, plus the result clause will be in simple future, okay? So the usage of it is to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future. So in this case, we're going to talk on a specific situation and what is the possible result for that situation. Yes? The examples we have in here said, if it rains, I will stay at home. If I wake up late, I will miss the bus. So if we translate it into Spanish, we could say, si me levanto tarde, perderé el autobús. Maybe because you already know, well, in this case, you already know what is the schedule of the bus. And you know, like, for example, that your bus is going to leave the bus stop at, I don't know, 8 o'clock. So you already know that as well. The time you just get or you make in order to get from your house to the bus station or the bus stop, and you already know what is like or you already know your time. So if you wake up late, you will miss the bus. Okay? Is it clear, class? Guys, is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Class. Okay. So remember simple present and future simple or simple future. Okay, let's go with the second conditional. Well, the second conditional in this case is going to change or is going to change the structure and also the sense of the sentences. First of all, we're going to use if plus simple past plus would or wouldn't. And in this case, the usage is to talk about imaginary situations in the present or the future. So we're going to talk about imaginary situations and their imaginary results. For example, in here says, if I want $1 million, I would buy a new car. Si me ganara $1 million, me compraría un carro nuevo. In this case, it's an imaginary situation because you don't have the money or you haven't even won the lottery or $1 million. So in this case, that's why we're going to express imaginary situation. Yes? The second idea in here, if I were you, I would quit smoking. Si fuera tú, dejaría de fumar. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. Si fuera el presidente, bajaría los impuestos. They would stay longer if they had more time. They would stay longer if they had more time. So what we see in here is like, for example, the thing I explained you with the first conditional. We can exchange the order of the sentence, and we can remain the same idea. So if you notice in the first three examples, we're starting with the if clause, which is if I want, if I were you, if I were the president. But in this case, we're starting with the imaginary result. They would stay longer if they had more time. So if it's going to be at the middle, then we don't need the comma in order to just link the sentences we have in here. If I were the president, comma, I would flower Texas. But in this case, in the fourth example, they would stay longer if they have more time. At the same time, we can exchange the idea. If they had more time, they would stay longer. So that's like just in order for you to have an idea of how this works. Then we go with the following example. If I want $1 million, I could stop working. And then the last example in here, it says, if I had more free time, I could travel around the world. But maybe, as I mentioned, it's an imaginary situation. So basically, what we're going to do in here is to use the past. In this case, we're going to use like would or could. Podría, when we use could, podría, okay? And when we use would, remember, would is not like doesn't have a specific meaning itself, but we are going to relate it to the following verb in order to just get the idea. So I would buy, compraría. I would quit, renunciaría o dejaría. I would lower, bajaría. Would state, me quedaría. Could stop, podría dejar. Could travel. Yes. So in this case, remember, so we're going to use like would, wouldn't, or could, or couldn't. That depends on. So in this case, we're going to use modal verbs. Would and could are modal verbs. And as I told you, we're going to talk about like an imaginary situation. Then what is the imaginary result of that situation? Okay. So everything is going to be on unreal. And an unreal situation and the unreal results of that unreal situation. Is it clear, class? Have you copied examples in here, class?
One moment, teacher.
Okay. So as soon as you finish, well, tell me in order to continue. And if you have any question related to everything I said, please tell me in order for me to explain it to you in a better way or like in a clearer way in this case, just in order for you to understand and get the idea. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Have you finished, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's continue with the following then. The third conditional. In this case, we're going to use if past perfect and perfect conditional. How we're going to make a perfect conditional? We're going to use would, wouldn't, plus have, plus the past participle of this. In this case, we're going to take use past perfect and present perfect, but using would, wouldn't, or couldn't. Okay. So the usage of this is to talk about imaginary situations in the past. And in this case, this is like very well funny. It's a funny fact or a funny thing because in Spanish we say el hubiera no existe, right? Well, in Spanish we have like always that saying like el hubiera no existe, but actually in this case in English it exists. So we're going to say if I had got a golden medal, I would have been happy. Si hubiera obtenido una medalla de oro, hubiera sido feliz. Then we have another example in here. If I had met Susan last week, I would have I would have given yes. In this case it's what we have like that's why it was I told you hubiera. So remember the structure past perfect and perfect conditional that in this case is would, wouldn't, could, or couldn't, which is going to be like the part of conditional, but at the same time we're going to use have and the past participle of the verb. So in this case is present perfect, past perfect and present perfect. So as I told you, if I had got a golden medal, I would have been happy. Yes, is it clear, class? Is it clear or not? Yes.
Teacher,
Tell me.
I have a question.
What is it about?
What is the structure of the past perfect?
Oh, in this case, it's going to be exactly as the present perfect. So remember, subject, have, and past participle. But in this case, okay, I'm gonna explain it to you. Let's make another slide just in order for have it clearer for you. So, um, well, I'm going to explain it to you in here. So, as you know, we're going to have like the present perfect. I have played soccer. Okay. So, according to what we know, in order to make a perfect tense or to create a sentence with a perfect tense, we need have and we need the past participle of the verb, right? So that's why we have in here. I have played soccer. The only thing we need to do, the only thing we need to do when we are just working with present perfect in this case, when we work with the past perfect, I'm going to say I had played soccer. And again, the only thing we need to do in order to create a past tense, or in this case, a past perfect tense in here is the following. I have to exchange or to use the past of the verb have, that in this case is the auxiliary verb, and then I need to just remain everything the same. So have changed into had, okay? So for example, present perfect, I have played soccer. If I want to exchange the tense into the past perfect, I will say I had played soccer. So the only thing we need to do is to exchange the form of the auxiliary verb, in this case the verb have. Yes? So have changed into had.
Okay, teacher, thanks.
You're welcome. Is it clear? Class, do you have any other question?
No, teacher, thank you.
Okay. So is all this thing clear for you? Is it clear for you how to use the conditionals and when and what is the structure of them? Class.
No, teacher.
Okay. So what I need you to do now is to write down two two positive sentences and two negative sentences. Well, in this case, three positive sentences of each conditional. So in this case, you're going to deliver me 12 sentences. There are four: the zero, the first, the second, and the third. Okay. And I need you to do it right now. So as I told you, well, in this case, we're going to go back to the conditionals. There you have some examples. You have already copied some of them. Then please go ahead and start working on that part. If you have any question related to vocabulary or like the tenses you're going to use, please tell me in order for me to help you. Yes? So three examples of each conditional. Yes, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please go ahead then. Remember, if you have any question related to the grammar or vocabulary, you can ask me.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. How's it going, class?
Espera, teacher.
Finish, class? Okay, class. How you finish?
No, teacher.
Okay, so I'm going to start sharing the screen just for a while, and in this case, we're going to work with another exercise. We're going to use Kahoot just in order for you to have it or to work with some exercises. And then, well, first, let's make a pause on the exercises you're working in. In this case, we're going to practice with the Kahoot activity, and then you're going to continue with your exercises, your reading exercises, okay? So give me a second just in order for you to have it. Um, okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to work with the conditional, well, the conditionals. In this case, you already know how to work with this. I need you to register with your names. Remember, if you use emojis or some symbols, it's gonna be difficult for me, and then it's not going to be valid for you in a well, for your evaluation. So okay, I don't know what is happening. Okay, class, have you finished your activities? Okay, so I'm gonna send you a photograph with the code you need to enter. Who has finished the reading exercises, class? Class, who has finished the reading exercises? Class, who has finished the exercises, the reading exercises you were working in?
No, teacher.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to send you a photo with this. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, remember, as far as we just started doing this, or this exercise in Kahoot, mm, okay. This is going to be ready for sending. I'm going to send you a photograph of the ping with the Kahoot code, and then you're going to just give it to. Okay, class. So what I need you to do, stop doing the reading activity you're doing right now. Let's get some practice. Let's get some practice with the Kahoot exercises or the Kahoot activities. And in this case, you're going to just get like, just for you to get a better idea of how the conditionals work. Then just get like, or you can continue the reading exercises in the class. So class, are you ready to enter to the Kahoot page? Okay, class, can you see the screen? Class,
No, teacher.
no?
No, teacher.
Se ve negro. Se ve negro, teacher.
Thank Okay. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, class. So are you ready to enter? Have you entered to the Kahoot page platform? Class.
Yo sé ver, teacher, pero el sonido se escucha feo.
Okay. So let's skip the sound. Okay. So, um, have you entered to the platform, class? Class, have you entered to the platform? Okay. As soon as you get into the platform, I'm going to just I'm going to start this. As I told you, this is going to be just in order for you to get like an idea of the structure we're going to use with the conditionals. Once we finish this exercise, you're going to see the exercises you were working in. And at the same time, it is going to be helpful for you in order to check if you have any correction to make on your sentences. So, guys, I need you to enter to the game, okay? Or to the platform, just in order to make your register and to continue with this activity. So please, quickly or a little quicker. So so far, only Axel and Laura are in the platform. So guys, I need you to hurry, please. Ready? Class. Are you there? Okay, only Arturo, Axel, and Laura are in the game. So I need you to be quicker, guys. So I'm going to start this, and you're not going to have the participation of this class. So please go ahead and enter to the page. Are you ready then?
Profe, me aparece como una pantalla verde, pero no hay cómo entrar.
Actually, well, in this case, you need to log in. You're not Kahoot into it with the game. In this case, you can also like set a Kahoot, and I think the first option you will have is like to get with a code. Then you just send you to the page we are in. Yes. Are you ready then, class? Ready? Okay, I only have 10 students in the platform. So I'm going. Do you want me to just with those 10 students? Class, I need you to be quicker and go ahead with this. Class, are you ready then?
Yeah, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, in this case, you're going to have only 20 seconds to answer. So in here, you're going to just choose the correct option, okay? So you need to complete the form of the um, mm, complement according to what we know about the rules with of the conditionals, okay? So you will pay a higher insurance if you buy a sport car. If we translate it into Spanish, it says, vas a pagar un seguro más alto si compras un carro deportivo, ¿ok? Okay, next. So remember, Part of the
Profe,
sentence is going to appear first on the screen, and then it's going to give you the options in which you are going to complete the full
teacher,
idea of this. Okay, tell me.
Teacher.
teacher, me sacó de la página y ya no me quiere accesar.
Really?
Sí,
A mí no me salen las
Oh.
preguntas.
ajá, me sacó igual
Ni a
una
mí
X y ya
me
no
puso
quiso.
una X y ya no me deja continuar.
Um, what we can do? Okay, so let's restart this. Let's restart this. What we're going to do is to work it with it. Do you remember when we practice or when we present the test? So in this case, you're going to work in that way. So let me readjust this part, and then it's going to like well, in this case, we're going to work with the same idea, but as if you were presenting the test. Okay. So well, give me a second just in order to restart this part. So was it like you said you couldn't see the answers or like the questions in this part? Okay, let me check what is happening in this part. Just in order for us to continue with this.
Profe, voy a entrar con otro nombre, ¿no importa?
No, I'm gonna send it to you again. In this case, instead of playing like as a game, as we were doing in here, we're going to just do it as like when we were presenting the as when we were presenting the as when we were presenting the test. For example, when you have like the options and then your options appear to me, that's what you're going to appear. Okay. So in this case, each one of you are going to present it. Are going to present it individually, and then I'm going to just get the answers you got. So let me check. Meanwhile I fix this, please continue working with your reading exercises. Okay, I'm just observing your messages in which you says you have some problems with this, so that's why we're going to just reload it. Okay. Yes, I
Profe,
know
ya
what
no
is
me
happening
permite
now.
entrar.
No, because I'm going to change the activity. So what I told you is like as some of you are having problems with entering and answering the exercises, you're going to just work with this part, and you're going to just work individually. Yes. So I'm going to just resend you the code. For example, I'm going to reestablish the page. You're going to work with the same exercises, but in this case, you're not going to work as a game. You're going to work it as a test, like as if we were presenting the test. And in this case, you're going to just report me your answers. In this case, like for example, when we present the previous test for your first term evaluation, it is the same way in which you're going to work with this. Okay. 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 So this is what we have in here. Okay, so I'm sorry because of the inconvenience in here. Okay. In class, I thought you all could like work without problems with this, but I think it's gonna be better if we just work with it as if it was or if it were a test, in order for you to have like a better practice with this as well. If you have any question related to the questions, meanwhile you are just answering the exercises, you can tell me, okay? Uh, as I told you, meanwhile, please try to work with reading exercise in this class. So continue with the other exercise. So this is what we're going to do. And let's go with this part. Okay, class, let me send you the link you're going to use. It is already fixed, so you're going to do it. Okay, give me a second. Have you finished the reading exercises you were working in? Class. Okay, class. So the code and the pin are already on the platform. Well, on the platform, on the WhatsApp group. So I need you to use it in order to just start. So class, the information you need is already on the WhatsApp group that we have like for this class. So please continue working with that. I'm gonna try to share the screen with you, just in order for me, well, for you to see what what should do in order for answering this. Okay. Okay. Give me a second.
Teacher, no importa si haya entrado con el código, ¿verdad? Porque no me dejó poner mi nombre.
Does it like give you a specific name or nickname or just like? So can you see the screen?
Sí, voy.
Okay, in this case, it is supposedly this is going to allow you to register with your own name, but sometimes it just provides you a nickname like on its own. So the nickname, just please just like if you have like for example if the page or the platform provides you a nickname, just tell me what nickname is it, just in order for me to have like the idea of who is uh, whom. Yes. So do you see this?
Ya me dejó poner mi nombre, teacher.
Okay. Yes, because for example, what I told you, what I have like been noticing with this page is that sometimes this gives you a specific nickname and does not and you don't have the possibility to change your name. In some other cases, you have the possibility. It is supposed that I just established that you can write down your name, but in this case, if you don't know, to just write down it or to collocate your name in the fields you need to fill. It's like only like tell me which nickname the page provides you. Okay. So are you in the page right now, class? Are you already working on the exercises on the platform, class? Okay, according to this, what I have in here, or well, the students I have in here are Daniela, Laura, Itzel, Victor, Alma, Dulce, Kayla, Danetsi, Iris, Jessica, Diana, Eka, Annie. I don't know who's the one who uses numbers. I have Axel and I have Arturo. Okay. Remember, class, to be very well, to be and evaluate like carefully what are the elements you are or are presented in the part of the sentence that you need to complete in order to find out what canal it is. So remember, we have four. And remember the uses, and also we are using the conditional. Okay. Who has finished class?
Yeah, teacher.
You all? Okay.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, good. So, girls, if you have finished, please continue on the reading exercises you have. So if you have finished the exercises in the platform, please continue with the reading exercises you have just in order to use check it or check them. Okay, so according to this, Kayla has finished and also Dianetsi has finished. So good, girls. In this case, keep on working with the reading activities you have. Hey, and Dianetsi, have you finished the reading exercises you
Yes,
have?
teacher.
Oh, also the reading ones. También que tenían que
Yeah.
escribir.
¿Se los dio?
Okay, so meanwhile your classmates finish this part, can you read me your examples, please? The ones you wrote?
Ay, no, no lo entiendo.
Okay. Los ejercicios escritos que estábamos haciendo antes de trabajar con la plataforma, ¿los terminaste?
Nada más hice uno de cada uno.
Okay, but remember you need to complete into 3 of each one. 3 de cada uno.
¿Tres?
Okay? So please complete them. Yes.
Ok.
3 with zero conditional, 3 with the first, 3 with the second, and 3 with the third, okay?
Ok.
Okay, so complete them, please. Class, who else has finished? So according to this, Erika, well, Kayla, Erika, Iris, Iris, have you finished the reading exercises you had? Okay, so for the ones that have finished the Kahoot exercise, please continue on working with the exercises you need to write. Okay, so if you have finished both of them, who has finished both of the exercises, the reading ones and the ones that are in the platform class? So according to this, Victor has finished. Dulce, Axel, Ruby, Daniela, Alma, Kayla, so Kayla, Erika, Iris, and Danetsi. So, guys, as I told you, if you have finished the activity, if you have finished the exercises we're working with in the platform, please continue writing the exercises you were doing at the beginning. If you have finished both of them, please tell me in order to check what you wrote. So, from the group of people who have finished the exercises in the platform, who has finished the reading exercises you had? Class, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Both of them, the reading exercises and the digital ones. Ya terminaron ambos, los escritos, bueno, los que tenían que crear ustedes y los que hicimos en la plataforma. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
That's okay. So can you read your examples, please?
Yes.
Let's start with
There are conditional in
zero conditional.
¿Cómo, teacher?
Okay, can you read your examples with the zero conditional?
Okay. If you hit ice, it's melt. It melt.
If
If
you
you
hit
mix
ice, it melts.
melt.
If you hit ice,
If
it
you
melts.
melt
Melts.
melts. If you mix blue,
Mm-hmm. It melts.
if you mix blue and yellow, you get green. I
Okay, it mix blue. You say blue and yellow color?
you get
Yes,
green.
blue and yellow colors.
Yellow color,
You
you
get
get green.
excellent. Good. That's a good one. Yes. And the other one, the last one.
If I run, I get tired. Tired. Ay, esa no pude pronunciar.
Okay, tired,
Tired.
tired,
Tired. Tired.
tired,
Tired.
like tired. Yes.
Uh,
Excellent. What about the first conditional?
if it rains
Mm-hmm.
today, I'll stay at home. If they
Mm-hmm.
if
Actually, that
they
was from the
don't
exercises. Well, the examples, good.
if they don't invite you, I they don't invite you, you must not go. If you pay now, you will get a discount. Yes.
Can you repeat it?
If you pay
Can you repeat it, please?
if you pay now,
Mm-hmm.
you will get a discount.
If you pay now,
No, you now
now.
you will get a discount
Yes,
now.
now.
If you pay now, now.
Discount, yes.
Ay, eso me costó trabajo pronunciar. A ver,
Okay. Now,
no,
I know. Like, for example, if you say now, ahora, it's pronounced as now, now.
no,
Au, now. Like now, now. Okay.
okay.
The, 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 the OW sounds like AU. La unión de las palabras OW suena como una AU. Now.
Now, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Ajá. O sea, la unión en la palabra ahora, it's written as NOW, right?
Entonces sería now,
NOW.
now.
Yes. Yes, now. It's going to, yes, but the pronunciation is going to change into now. Yes.
Thank you. And
You're welcome.
segundo condicional. Eh, if I were
Yes.
you, I would buy that car. If
If I were you,
buy
I would buy that
car.
car. Okay.
If I didn't want to go, I would
Mm-hmm.
tell you. If it were not raining,
Mm-hmm.
we could go out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
tercer condicional. If I had see you, o seen you, ¿cómo se pronuncia ese, profe? If I had seen
I had
seen you,
seen.
I would have said hello to you.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I
okay,
if
good.
I had studied more, I would have passed the exam. If pass.
Remember, we were working on the pronunciation of the ed ending past.
Pass. I if had
Yes,
studied more
it's correct. If I had studied,
more, I would have.
actually, well,
Perdón. No, se trabó.
mhm.
Eh,
Yeah, in this case, the structure of the sentence is correct, but we need to work a little more on the pronunciation. That's all. Yes.
yes. And now,
Okay, good.
la otra es if it had rained, you would have
Mm-hmm.
gotten you have gotten wet. You would have gotten
Good.
wet.
Good.
Sería todo, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Well, class. Well, in this case, the class is almost finishing. So I'm going to give you some instructions for you, and then we're going to finish this part. And in order for you to get on time to your following class, I think you have a class after this one, right? Well, I won't take a lot of your time in order for you to don't have problems with the arriving to or the arrival to your following class. So, what I need you to do, class. Well, first of all, the ones that had finished this part, well, or that haven't finished the part of the Kahoot exercises, please complete them. You have like until today at midday. Well, if you can complete it, complete it. If don't, like I'm going to just expand the timer, like length the timing which you have to finish this part, like the deadline. Okay. So, and your homework in this case for the ones that haven't finished the Kahoot activities and the reading activities, your homework is to finish them. Obviously, well, here in Kahoot, and as well the ones you were writing, okay? And what I need you to do, and be well, pay attention to this explanation. What I need you to do is when you finish the reading exercises you're doing at home, please take a photo of them. So remember, I need 12 different sentences using the conditionals. So you're going to take a photo of them. You're going to send me to the WhatsApp group, only to the WhatsApp group. And what I need you to do is to send me a photo of this or your sentences. And with the photo, you're going to send me an audio. Okay? In which you read the sentences you wrote. I'm going to just clarify this in Spanish just for you not to have any questions related to this. Chicos, necesito que terminen sus actividades, ya sea en Kahoot en Kahoot y las actividades escritas, los ejercicios escritos que tenían, ¿vale? Entonces, una vez que los terminen, a los ejercicios escritos les van a tomar una fotografía. En caso de que su contacto no tenga su nombre, por favor escriban su nombre ahí como comentario de la fotografía o como mensaje de la fotografía que enviaron. Y también necesito que seguido de la fotografía me envíen un audio en el cual ustedes lean las oraciones que escribieron. Esto es para checar su pronunciación y darles retroalimentación. ¿Ok? Is it clear, class?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Then, if you don't have any question, please, well, in this case, you can go to your next class. If you have any question related, like, for example, if you haven't written your exercises, and you have any question, please send me a message in the WhatsApp group, just in order for me to help you. Okay.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
So if you don't go to your next class, have an excellent weekend. Take care, and see you on Tuesday. Right?
Profe, entonces si yo los tengo que volver a enviar.
So see you, class. Have an excellent weekend. And as I said, if you have any question, you can ask me. And remember to send me the photo and the audio of your sentences, okay?
Ok.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, take care. Have an excellent weekend.
Thanks. See you.
You're welcome. See you.
See you.
See you. Bye.